Hello, everyone. Greetings from Italy. Give me a plus in the chat if you can read me. Okay, let's start our webinar then. And regardless of where you are, uGain seems to be causing a lot of interest across the world. This very morning, I received a call from South Africa at 7 a.m. And I was very pleased to receive that call because the lady that called me wanted to know where she could find the link to the test because today is a very important date. We have launched our second stage or our second test. So people who don't want to miss on this opportunity and would like to enjoy all the benefits of the project can take the training and take the test. We already have people who passed the first test and quite a lot of people who are waiting for the second test to be launched. And there are some people who would like to take the test a second time to improve their score. So I would like to thank you for that. It means indeed that our project is interesting and is quite attractive for the entire world. That's why I'm very glad to receive your calls, even in the middle of the night. Okay, now let's move on to our presentation. So as you can see, our project motto is "You gain with no pain." Well, it means what it means. You can gain in this project without any pain, like meaning without putting too many efforts into it. So we have everything that we need here. Our IT team developed this digital platform for medium and small businesses, as well as shopping and entertainment centers and networks, uniting entrepreneurs and consumers. And you know that consumers is the main element in our presentation. Therefore, on the next slide, well, after this is an introduction slide. If you don't know me yet, my name is Jagash Stanchu. I'm a member of the strategic department of Average, project coordinator for the global investment portfolio, president under the MLCI affiliate program. I'm the uGain project manager. It's the project that I'm going to talk to you about today. So I would like to welcome all our newcomers, and I would like to thank you for your time. And I promise you, you're not going to regret this time. Also, I'm a certified master profi and genius of finance coach. As you know, the genius of finance is a game-based training, but it's also a training course which helps you understand how business and investing works at a game table. So it's a life simulator. You can experience various situations from financial life. And as you know, there are two circles, circle of development and success, meaning that you first start as a small-time entrepreneur, and then you move on to becoming a big investor. I'm also a member of the Association Generals of the World for Peace. And I'm very glad I'm part of that organization because peace is the prerequisite for the development of any economy. I'm also an international speaker and a company leader in Italy. I'm also a professional investor. Thanks to the training course Master Profi, I learned how to manage my money, but not only manage, but to preserve and multiply money. I'm also a business owner, a business professional, and I have quite an extensive experience. And I realized that there are two solutions that help you become, or two factors that help you become a professional and successful business owner, which is your experience, which is very often based on both of you on your failures and instances of success. It both helps you become more experienced and ultimately helps you become more successful. And then if you are able to learn from your mistakes, you will never repeat them in the future, and then you won't have to close down your business. You become a true professional. And the second factor is training courses. So unfortunately, Dragash has frozen, so let's give him a couple of seconds to unfreeze for the internet connection to be back on. Just give us a couple of seconds, okay? So I'm back. Sorry for that delay. So hopefully you can hear and see me. If yes, then we can continue. Okay, where was I? I was at the second factor. And the second factor is training courses. It's you taking a training, and eventually that training will help you address your financial and business related issues. And our platform, uGain platform, also offers that kind of training. And you can get access to that training if you are part of our VIP club. And that training is provided for free if you're a member. But its market price is, I'm sure, more than $10,000 at least. So you then take the training, you take our course, and I repeat, it's for free if you're a member of the VEP club, and then you take the test, and you will have 3 days and 3 attempts to successfully pass the test, because the objective of our exam, of our test, is to make sure that people are knowledgeable, have the necessary skills. And by the way, you while taking the test, you can consult with your textbooks, with your notes, and with the training videos available to you in the back office. And I think we are done with the introduction, and now we can start our presentation. And I'm sure that those people who are newcomers would like to know more about uGain. So as I told you, the main element is customers, and it is very important to have the connection between the business owner and the customer. On this slide, you can see two different scenarios. The scenario of the ideal business, when the customer is happy and they experienced positive experience after purchasing our product or our service. Another, though, opposite yet common situation is when our client is not really happy and after they purchased a product or services and spend their money on it. And what they do, they are frustrated. They can experience really, really negative emotions. And it all creates very serious negative effect, which has its consequences in the digital world, because as you know, information is very quickly disseminated online, spreads very quickly, and customers start sharing their experience on social media, and it can be used both for the benefit of your business or its ruin. It's a make it or break it situation. And I wish all of us to always be in the left hand scenario, the scenario of the ideal business when the customer is always happy and satisfied. And now let's move on to the next slide where we can see what uGain business gives us. Well, first of all, every entrepreneur has certain let's say ideas or certain they always remember or keep in mind factors that can affect their costs, and advertising costs are an example of such costs. And if a business owner decides to advertise their business and they go and a business owner buys an ad or an advertising space, and they are eventually not very happy because the ad does not bring any benefit or value to them. I very often, when driving in my car, I can see big billboards advertising services and products. And by the way, does anyone know how much placing an ad on a big roadside billboard costs? Do you have any idea how much it costs? Give me a ballpark estimate. And if you know the exact figure, then it's even better because this is quite important information. So, guys, anyone? Someone in the Italian chat says $3,000. Someone says 5K. Jim Sybil. And as we know, billboards are quite big. Therefore, the ad placement costs are not small either. But we shouldn't forget about the effect of such an ad. But we'll go back to it later. In any case, when we have certain costs, those costs need to yield some kind of a result. It should result into the number of new clients or sales volume. And that's what uGain Business offers. It helps you reduce your advertising costs, and, which is even more important, it helps you get increased repeat purchases. That's the inbuilt functionality of that platform. And another benefit that the platform gives you is increased customer base. And you know that advertising attracts new clients, advertising of the new product or services, and ultimately it results in the increased customer base. And one more functionality is the worldwide availability of our application, because it's very important for people to know about your product in this city, in this region, in this country. And now It is also important for your product and services to be known worldwide too. And also, uGain Business helps improve quality of customer service. And here, let's go back to this magic word, customer or client. I'm going to use that word quite often because customers equal success. You can be the best cook, the best chef, or the best producer of any goods or cream, drink, clothes, whatever. But if you don't have clients who will go to you and buy your product or service and who are going to leave positive feedback, comments, words of thanks, then you won't be able to survive. You won't be able to improve your customer service because it is based on their feedback that we can improve our customer service. And if there is no proper communication channel in your company, then we, as business owners, can use the gut feeling, you know, and wander around, helping, hoping that one day we will achieve our success. But why do it based on gut feeling alone? Why not use facts and feedback? So, what will uGain Business give you? It will ensure customer interaction. You remember the last pictures that we saw on the previous slide? Customer interaction, it's a function that will help you create a communication channel. And this is the key to uGain Business success because we as business owners need to understand that communication channel is just a prerequisite. So what I'm gonna do with my client, first I need to establish communication, to establish relationships with my clients. And another important thing for our application, another important functionality is the inbuilt price list menu and also possibility to receive orders. You know that nowadays a lot of businesses had to close down because they couldn't cope with the current environment and they never were able to move from offline to online. And being able to receive orders online and do business online is just a must. Plus, guys, uGain Business is also a possibility to digitalize your customer base, collect statistics and analytics. And this software allows business owners to get access to data that can be analyzed over time, data over 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. It will help you see how your business goes, whether your product or services um, are liked or not, whether there is a demand for them or there is no demand. And then uGain Business also offers a staff motivation system because business owners, entrepreneurs are business owners and they need to be able to manage their staff, their personnel. And it is also quite an important element of running a business. And it requires quite a lot of attention and resources from the business owner. Very often, they need to teach their staff how to do their work perfectly well, how to do sales, how to sell their products and services. That's why inside our application, there is a functionality that helps you analyze the feedback and comments from the clients. And I repeat, interact with your customers and see the work, the performance of the staff. And I'd say that this system It also helps you receive performance reports which eventually improve the operation, the business. And as I said, using this platform, you can analyze your staff performance, and your staff can also see where they perform well and where they don't, because it will help them get a raise eventually or get better tips. And also, uGain Business helps you deploy flexible marketing. Of course, we need to analyze our database, customer database. We analyze our statistics and analytics. And when we analyze our sales, it is up to us then to set our marketing. That's why we call it flexible marketing settings. You can use different discounts, cashback options. It's all up to the business owner. And eventually, it will help customers have best customer experience ever. We will create an environment thanks to which the customer will not ever think that they spend too much money. Instead, they will be very grateful for the product and services received, and they will want to come back to us, and they will be grateful to be able to spend more time with us. And for that, it is our duty to constantly keep them in high spirits and constantly motivated. And also, it all eventually comes down to ensuring repeat visits and repeat purchases. Okay, let's see what kind of features uGain has, its functionalities. As you know, the mobile app is free, and thanks to the application, we already covered it. We have a communication channel with our customers. And the second feature, you can see it on the slide, is a bonus program. So, as I said, a bonus program. We business owners very often have to develop our own marketing strategy, and it is we who decide how to manage our bonuses, how to allocate those bonuses, and there are bonuses for clients to whom we're grateful, but there are also bonuses that entrepreneurs can receive. And if you're interested, then please visit our webinar on Wednesday, where we're going to talk about the business opportunities and the bonuses that entrepreneurs can receive. Because our marketing system keeps up pace with the times and helps be always relevant in the market. The next feature is recommendations. You know that customer experience is of paramount importance, and using the application, customers can leave comments, feedback on the quality of the service received or goods purchased, and then they can recommend that particular service or product if they were satisfied with them. And as you know, the Bush Telegraph is a working thing, is a real thing, and it works. And if a client is satisfied and received positive experience, they will eventually share it. Remember that lady on the left on the one of the first slides? So imagine that client is satisfied with the service, plus they receive a bonus or a cashback. And again, if you want to know more about it, about the bonus program and how the whole referral program works, then get in touch with the person who invited you to this presentation. The next feature is online orders. As I said, being able to work online is a must for the any current business, modern business. And it is through online business that we can get directly to people's homes, because that's how it happens. People are lying at their homes on the couch, they place an order, and then the products are delivered to their doorstep. Many countries are now in lockdown, and there is no other way of receiving your goods if not home delivered. Again, feedback is something that also has become a part of any business, and it helps us improve our business. Communication with clients. Again, thanks to the established communication channel inbuilt into the application, which you can download for free, you can communicate with your channels like 24/7. Cross marketing. This is a product of the year. I think it's an option, a feature that is going to change the entire game. It will change the way people run business. Just think that today, this option literally can change the world. We have lots of competitors. If we want to open up a new business, we try to be aware of our competitors. And do you think competitors can poach your clients or take away your clients? If yes, then I will try to convince you otherwise, because this particular feature, cross marketing in uGain, will help you transform your competitors into your allies. You will create your database, customer base, and you will have a communication channel with them that you create by downloading the application, because the more clients you have, the more the bigger your rating in the market, and your rating will be of interest not only to your clients but to other business owners, because if they enter into a partnership with you, they can use your communication strategies and your communication channels. They will be able to communicate or tap into your customer base. They will be able to advertise their products on your platform. They will be able to send discounts or information about their discounts. They will be able to announce their promotions and offers. And it will all be possible not only to do it not only using your customer base, but you will be able to tap into other business owners' customer bases as well, who are part of the ecosystem uGain. And as I said, people, business owners that were competitors now become allies. And when you advertise your business, your product, your goods, you will be able to work with the customer base of your former competitor. So my customer base plus the customer bases of other business professionals. Imagine to what extent that database can grow and how many people will eventually learn about the existence of my product. I simply increase the chances of, or better, the amount of income that I'm gonna receive from my sales. And now let's talk about the loyalty program. When I offer all of it in the market, maybe new clients will learn about me who would like to try and use my service or my product, and I will have such an opportunity to turn those one-off clients into loyal clients. And it will be possible thanks to the application that helps transform ordinary clients who visited your retail outlet maybe by chance, and then it will help you turn them into regulars. And they will be spending money both in your retail outlet, and also you will receive certain percentages, certain commissions from the money spent by your clients elsewhere, because it will all be part of this big ecosystem uGain. We need to be open minded here, because we need to be able to freely interact with new typology, with the new settings, the new evolution of the market, because we are in the 21st century. It's a new era, and the technology is striding very fast, and we need to keep pace. So, marketing instruments to work with the customer base. Well, here you can see that you can make posts about the promotions or special offers that you have, and this is a prerequisite in nowadays business. Also, you can offer nice bonuses to customers and help them earn welcome points. Another opportunity here is to be able to get passive income from subscription fees or subscriptions of your active and regular customers. And I would like to emphasize the value of our program, of our project here. As I said, you will receive passive income not only from the subscription of your active and regular customers, but also from other business owners and their customers who are in your structure. Also, with push notifications, all customers will find out about your promotions or news. There will be a specially dedicated communication channel in which we're going to have news and updates about our promotions, gifts, and special offers. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So, how does uGain work? I promised to tell you how to create everything that I told you about. So if the client, or sorry, if the business owner, the entrepreneur, truly understood the value of the platform, they will they wouldn't be able to help themselves but download the application, and it's very easy to do. So what you do is the business owner or the client, they download the application and register. They can do it by scanning the QR code. It's the referral code. And then you get a code of your own. You go to the retail outlet, you make a purchase, You show the code to the cashier. The cashier scans the code with the application or their own special device, a scanning device. And if something doesn't work, they can always enter the code manually. So after scanning, the cashier receives information about how many bonus points the customer has, or their discount size or cashback percentage. And of course, you can pay for your purchase with the application itself. All you have to do is to link your bank card to this application, and this application becomes a payment vehicle as well. So the cashier receives payment reduced by the available bonus points or a discount with cashback. And then, after paying, the client receives bonus points and evaluates the quality of service. And you receive, as a business owner, repeats, visits, and sales. Plus, under the marketing plan, part of the money goes in the form of the commission fee to the upline. So I wanted to tell you about one very important thing that I hope will surprise you. But before that, I wanted to thank you for your attention and your time. And I simply urge you, try this system in your business. Because the price of this application is less than a cup of coffee per day. And as soon as you activate your uGain business subscription, I'm talking about business owners here, the uGain business application, not just uGain. And you will see that compared to all the advantages and benefits this applications gives you, the price is ridiculously low. This can become a very powerful tool. It's remember I gave you the example of billboards. Billboards bring in clients. I agree, but not always. Not always billboards are effective. For example, I'm driving in my car and I see a billboard telling me that there's gonna be a good restaurant in 10 kilometers. It's useful information for me. If I'm hungry, I will drop by. I'll pull over and go into the restaurant. But sometimes the prices are ridiculously high, and you wrote those prices in the chat yourselves. And I'm asking myself, is that advertising really worth it? When you can get the same result for free. Well, not for free, but as I told you, for less than a cup of coffee per day, plus you will be able to establish a communication line, almost direct communication line with your customers. You can inform them about the promotions and offers. You can invite them to special events. You can inform them about new products and services. Billboards will never be able to do that. Will billboards and standard advertising give you the option of having cross-marketing possibilities? Of course not. So if you're interested, contact the person who invited you to this presentation and look into this application and find time to improve the quality of your products and your services and provide positive experience to your clients. And I would like to thank you for your presentation or for your attention. And I'm sure that you will be able to receive a structured system of Q&A because we have our coordinators deployed in all of the countries of our presence. We have national coordinators, and I wish you pass successfully our test, there is still time. And remember, guys, if you want to receive the biggest score, and if you want to receive our amazing gift, which is based on your performance score, then work hard. And in addition, you will be able to get our uGain token points, which are also quite valuable. So take the training, study hard, take the test, and then based on your test score, you will get either uGain tokens or even better rewards. So good luck with your tests, and bye bye.